So as you can see, it's like 3:42 in the morning and I have to work in like 6 hours. But that is no, 7 hours? 6 hours? I get 6 hours of sleep. That's basically where I'm coming from. Now you may be wondering, and you might see a hint back here, all of a sudden there's an update video this soon? Well, basically what ended up happening was I got bored and started because I couldn't sleep because I'm a dumbass and I'm drinking off-brand Dr. Pepper called Dr. Thunder from Wally World, and I decided to mess with the game a little bit. Take some of the code from 0.4.3.1 that we're actually using for the recode and apply it to something newer like 0.9.9.73 as you see me editing here. Now, there is a reason we are not using this for the initial build, and I'll explain that real quick right now. So as you can see, if I scroll all the way to the goddamn bottom, this is 5,800 lines of code, almost 5,900 lines of code that we would have to go through and change in order for the game to even work. So we're not really doing that, at least at first, for right now. I mean, the login function isn't even until like 2300 something, where it's normally in like the 1600s. 2300, where is it? I got to be careful how much of it I show because there's info in it I don't want to give out. But the login is in here somewhere. Here it is. So as you can see, I'm still loading the XMLs externally. What I'm thinking about doing is, since I can't seem to get a straight answer on how to convert the PHP to output a string of XML, I did find code to create XML files. For at least the recode of this portion, I'm going to make a PHP script that actually creates an XML file, and then it loads the XML file here. So there's going to be some trickery getting that to work. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'll figure it out. As of right now, there is just, this is the code. Like, it's that easy. There's been a lot of other stuff I've had to edit. I need to figure out why I can't get location XML to work. I think it's, hold on, I actually think I just realized what it is. It's the fact that this isn't what it is. There is a global locations XML. It is down here. I just need to copies it. There we go. Now I'm getting rid of it. And now I need to scroll back up to where that was, 2300 something. And I need to put the other code here. I want to make sure I don't have two semicolons. Cool. That's the nice thing about using this for editing, though, is some of the stuff actually has its own detection. Like, it'll detect if you accidentally type two semicolons and it'll auto-delete, but I still like to delete them just to stay in practice and not get used to it. But, as you can see, now with some of this more useful info in here, I'm starting to figure things out. So if I save the file here, I like to refresh a couple times, and I run it. This is 9973. This is much newer. Logs right in. And, okay, the location stuff still doesn't work for some reason. I'll have to figure that out some other time. I don't know why it doesn't work, but you know what? It's a start. That's all that matters, is we're at a starting point. And a car is loaded up. That's a good sign. I know where the code is to edit that car, so anything shows up with any wheel. It's really not hard. It was in like the shop code somewhere, section shop. And then it's just one of these. Oh, I didn't save it before I... Ah, that's awesome. I didn't save it before outputting that. That was my problem. Parts, tires. What if I go here? That changes it to that. Why did I not get the car? I'd like to get the car. Ah, well, we'll figure it out. I know there's code somewhere around here that actually allows you to change that so you get the car to show up instead of, you know, whatever car you want to show up from that area. Here we go. We're going to change the ID of that car real quick. Where is it? It used to be in here somewhere. Oh, come on. Let's see here. Ah, well, apparently I'm not going to find it. I don't even remember the actual... Hold on. We end up on frame 30. But it's in here that it's calling that car logo, or that car to show up. Go to showroom. PID, that's plate ID. Or part ID sometimes. I don't believe that's car 22. I really want to find that ID and just load a random car, but apparently I'm not going to do that right now. Hold on, what car number is that? Oh god, I forgot about when they did it this way. Supra, TC, does make it easier, so 11. So we have to find 11. It's in here somewhere. It loads that car somehow. And I want to know how. Selected car. I want to know how it loads that car. I used to know this. I used to know exactly where that code was. But apparently, I'm either blind or stupid now. It's probably the latter of the two. It's probably a class file way up at the top, or there's a code that's separate. Like, what's this? And the car starts to show up somewhere around 20. Oh, I can't read that at all. That's great. Anyway, this really isn't important. That's parts, this is tires. So it's just something that shows up somewhere, and I don't remember exactly where or how, but it's in here somewhere, and I'll figure that out later. But, we're going to save it, and I'm finally going to run it because, I thought this would be a 5-minute video, and I'm just sitting here still messing with it, and I didn't realize that I was recording a video again. Now, let's see if locations work. Creekside. Yeah, we got our locations. So locations work again, much easier. Very cool. Obviously, we don't have any XML menus. It's just not in the cards. We don't have any of that. The email does pop up. The viewer does pop up. It says we have 2 emails, but that's just because of the way I have the code set. If you click this button, the game crashes. Paint shop. There's nothing here. You need the stuff there to show it. License and registration. There's nothing here, unfortunately. And the nice thing is I can change those city names to whatever I want. So we can make our own city names. Or even try to add more later on. But used car lots here in this version. We can go home. Most of home doesn't seem to really work. If you go to garage, it's going to crash. I can update that. The account editing is here. My places, that crashed before. Doesn't seem to crash now. Doesn't seem to know where I live. The settings and all that are apparently non-existent and crash the game. And I think I probably just, I crashed myself. It's not going to let me log in twice. So, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll even be able to create account working because of this. And that'll be one of the easier things I do. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want more videos and you want more updates, make sure you subscribe to the channel because this is where I always post my updates. And I want to find the account creation real quick. I don't know where that is though. Create map. Like, I did have to edit a lot of this, so I mean it's not going to be surprising if it doesn't work. I never knew what to actually search to find the create account, so I mean this might be something I just do on my own. But the create account is weirdly set up. It was like an MPA file, and then it would have its own. Oh. System parts, tutorial dialogues. Wow, I didn't know about all this stuff. Yeah, I don't know where the account creation is. That doesn't bring up anything. Yeah, I don't know where create account is, but oh, dialogue create account. That makes a lot more sense. Root dialogue create account. So it's going to be here that it loads it. Let's see. Kind of surprised it's built into the game on this one. It didn't used to be. So that actually makes life a lot easier. And then it goes into the actual account creation. I like that they made it separate. Yeah, so here's where it loads the thing from the server. I have that SWF file somewhere, so it'll be very easy to actually manipulate this. I could actually even do that now, but it's not really worth it. But, once all this is working, you guys will know The only thing I got to do is make sure I get stuff to actually output as XML, and we'll be off to the races. At least we know now that we can use later versions of the game. I still would rather create the initial startup of the game on the private beta 0.4.3.1 rather than this super new version. There's a lot that's different between this and this. A lot of differences. Far less code to deal with at first, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to get it up and running. And just a lot of, it's a learning process. It's going to be forever a learning process, and it's going to take a damn long time to even get it running the way that we all want it to. But we're so close. Every day I'm learning something, my friends are learning something, you guys are learning something. Help us find that developer. Make sure you check out that 1320 webpage and help us, pay for a developer. This is going to be the money that helps us out. It's going to be all of you guys, and we're all going to have a stake in the ownership of this game. There's going to be a ton of really cool stuff and ideas that I have for this game that I want to see you guys, help me power. So make sure you check out the donation page. Make sure you check out the Discord. These guys are all really cool. As you can see, I post here all the time, whether I'm at work, at home, out on the road, because I finally have a phone that might be worth using. But you know what? Enjoy, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.